We RRR Legends.
In this 42nd episode of We RRR Legends, we discuss all the latest news, break down Batman, World's Greatest Detective, and Poison Ivy, discuss more Wonder Girl drama, announce the new summer games, and learn about a comic book-themed wedding. I am Kage Hubadubla, and with me as always is Hate Mail. We also have with us a special guest and in-game forum moderator, ReneeSylvia88.
Also with intro.
So Renee, how long have you been playing in DCL?
I think I started around when Wonder Woman came out in theaters, because I don't have Ares, but I do have Wonder Woman, so.
Huh.
They came out in the same month.
Playing a song.
Yeah, they came out in the same
I don't
month.
know. Well, I was kind of letting my 7-year-old son play it, and then I noticed, like, hey, that's a cool game, and then I just started playing it. So maybe he got the Wonder Woman for me. Who knows? But I somehow have her.
Oh, so you and your son play. Interesting.
Well, I kicked him off, and I started playing by myself.
Oh, that's not nice.
Punishment. So who's your...
I gave him his own account until he got in trouble, so there you go.
Okay.
Who's your favorite character in DCL?
Right now, Wonder Woman, Princess of Themyscira. I like Catwoman too, but I feel like she's not very fast, so I kind of just leave her on the back burner, even though she's a level 70, so.
Yeah, Catwoman was one of my all-time favorites from before. I don't use her that much anymore, but I used to use her all the time.
Do you feel like she's like really slow compared to the other characters?
Yes and no. It's just the problem is that right now everything is evasion, and she doesn't do anything to counter evasion, so you can't really justify having her on the team right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, after Deathstroke's nerf, you stop seeing Catwoman, you stop seeing Cyborg Superman, you stop seeing a lot of people.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do you hope to see one day in DCL?
Character-wise, I definitely want to see Batwoman. Kind of excited for whenever that will come out. I'm more of a female character player. You know, I will, upgrade the guys too, but, being a female, I like to play with the girls. So, and as far as what I hope they bring to the game one day, character-wise, would definitely be Batwoman. I think she'd be really cool to play with. I kind of go for the female characters and fighting, so I like the guys too, but I kind of just upgrade the females right now. And as far as the community, I guess it would be nice if there was like a notification where it shows you that you have notifications instead of you having to completely going back and forth, trying to find out, who said what, when, and where type of ordeal.
Yeah, that would be nice. We heard that you're getting married soon and that your entire wedding is comic book themed. So I'm guessing you are obviously a big comic book fan, but can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. I love anything like DC related, Marvel related. I don't, scrutinize like both. My dad taught my sister and I to kind of like the superheroes, and we kind of fell in love with this since then. But yeah, my wedding is comic book themed. I do have my bouquet is made of paper flowers that have comic book pages in it, as well as the color. We definitely have some things to like take pictures with, like masks and backdrops and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just trying to like incorporate it little by little without going totally over the edge with everything comic, but doing what I can here and there.
So I'm guessing your future husband is also very into comics?
No, he thought I was really weird when he first met me.
Really?
Yes. I wear like superhero scrub tops to work, and people think it's for my kids, and I'm like, no, I just really like superheroes. I wear it for me. But yeah, no, he definitely was not a superhero lover before he met me, and then I kind of made him watch all the Marvel movies with me. So now he wears shirts and everything. So I'm kind of proud.
Nice.
So, are you a DC girl or Marvel girl? Answer carefully.
See, I don't know. I like them both. Like DC, I love Wonder Woman and Catwoman. You know, Marvel. You know, I Captain Marvel, all that. I don't know. I like both, but I'm definitely leaning towards DC right now. I got to represent.
Awesome. And all right, let's talk about a little bit about Siege. How did you do in Siege?
At one point, I was at 1 mil, and I was very happy with that. And then they put out the sale, and I kind of went back down a little bit. But all in all, I got about 700,000, which isn't bad. So
are you a free-to-play player, or do you?
Yes, I'm a free-to-play player.
700,000 Legendary Essence is probably more than you've ever had as a free-to-play player, I'm guessing, right?
Oh, yeah. It's the struggle is real when I'm trying to get some Legendary Essence, that's for sure.
So overall, what did you think of the event?
I liked it. You know, it was a bit lengthy, but I liked it. You know, you had to have patience, you know, going back and forth. So I chose my teams where I fought carefully. I definitely made sure I did not pick anyone that I knew was going to whoop me.
And also, we'd like to congratulate M4 on getting number 1. So I was happy to see. How many owls do we have in the top 10? Was it 4 or 5?
We pretty much owned the top 10, 4 or 5 of us.
Nice.
Top 100 was pretty much half the crew. Yeah.
Awesome. So overall, final thoughts on Siege. What did you think, Kage? Do you want to see it to return, or?
Yeah, I'm welcome for it to return, just with some slight tweaks. Obviously, we discussed this in the last podcast with the sandbagging and the revenges and the sale and whatever, and the rotating characters. If you're gonna put in a character, make sure he's not bugged at the beginning of the event, so that he's not dying.
Yeah, I don't want to see next one. Please, 3 characters. Do not include Wonder Girl. Do not include Clayface, and definitely do not include Harley Quinn, Mad Jester, or Batgirl.
Oh my God! But all 4 of them are nightmare right now.
Yeah, please give us a break from this character.
Yes, Harley Quinn beats me every time.
And so while we're on the subject a little bit, I thought I'd bring up the Wonder Girl drama, because on the in-game forums and pretty much everywhere, we're seeing lots and lots and lots of Nerf Wonder Girl posts, which is funny because just a couple months ago when they announced they were making some changes, or they did make some changes, everybody was complaining that she was nerfed, but now everybody's still crying for more nerfs. So.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Shut the hell up!
So after the post,
a bit excessive.
yes, after the post nerf, Kage, what's your opinion on her now? Do you want to see anything additional? Do you think she's fine the way she is, or what are your thoughts?
I'm honestly not having a hard time with her. I'm actually starting to figure out how to beat her teams. A lot of people are running Batgirl with her and Harley. Obviously, these are the most iconic duos right now. I'm going to take a poll on Reddit pretty soon to see who people think is the most iconic duo. Deathstroke Lobo, Green Arrow, or Wonder Girl and Harley Quinn now. But I'm starting to get the hang of beating their teams. Granted, because Batgirl and the Evasions are becoming really dominant right now, we're seeing a meta shift, whereas back when Wonder Girl was being introduced, everyone was like, oh my God, yes, this is awesome. We're getting new characters, and we're going to field new teams, and everything's great. Nazis were defeated. Communism was defeated. But now everyone's like, oh my God, I hate Wonder Girl, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I'll just ride out the storm, and we'll see whatever counter that the devs are going to release down the road. My bet is that they're going to release a character with starting enraged immunity that's giving it team-wide as a team member slot. So you don't have to rely on the Steppenwolf lead or Hal Jordan lead anymore. You can field that character, and then you pretty much can take care of the rest. Just purge Harley Quinn, kill her, kill Wonder Girl. I think you'd be okay.
What do you think, Renee?
I'm really not having a hard time with Wonder Girl, actually. My Huntress takes care of her pretty easily. So, yeah, I don't understand where all the nerfs are coming from. But then again, it might be from the players that don't have, that roster.
Yeah, I will admit that I'm starting to get some Wonder Girl, Harley Quinn, Magister fatigue. Just because they do limit. I mean, it's not that I can't beat the team easily. I can always just run Red Robin, Hired Gun, Deadshot. It's that I'm getting bored of running Red Robin, Hired Gun, Deadshot, or some variation of Red Robin and somebody to take care of Wonder Girl, because you can't leave Wonder Girl unchecked or she just destroys everything. So when I'm trying to mess around, and when we start talking about Batman, World's Greatest Detective, and Poison Ivy later in the show, I haven't really been able to do much with them because every single team is Harley Quinn, Magister, and Wonder Girl. And I think I'm even less annoyed with Wonder Girl than I am that Harley Quinn is back. I feel like I've been facing 50% or more of my boards that have Harley Quinn, Magister for the last 7 months or longer.
Yeah, I see.
I'm just so bored of her. For a while there, I was like, okay, you had enough characters that were anti-evasion, but most of those anti-evasion characters are not. You can't really run them right now because Wonder Girl just eats them apart. So, so you have to take your time, and then you're watching Wonder Girl. Or it just seems like Wonder Girl and Harley Quinn, the two of those, could take out energy characters so fast. Even Harley Quinn Magister has always been a top echelon character because she can just do so much damage and keep herself alive for so long. On the enemy team, when she's on your team, she never evades, so it doesn't matter. But
Right.
just watch her get punched in the face. I mean, and the Wonder Girl she can take it. She doesn't care if you're a physical character. She's just gonna take you out anyway. She just does so much damage.
Yeah.
She
I was
one-shotted
actually
my Red Robin right before we got on the show. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, wow.
I actually posted a video of using a Wonder Girl counter. I was running Atrocitus, Starfire, Wonder Girl, and Hired Gun Deadshot against the Batgirl team, and right after Deadshot ran his move, Wonder Girl just punched Harley in the face, nuked her, and that was the end of the match. And I was like, wow, this girl can do so much damage when she is enraged, and so much damage. It is insane.
Those Atrocitus teams make it even worse because the RNG is so on their favor. So she does insane damage, and you can kill her. So if you don't run, I've been running Red Hood over Hired Gun Deadshot, but that's risky because he doesn't. If Red Hood doesn't do enough damage to take her out and she gets going, yeah, you have a good chance of losing that match. So it's annoying not being able to run anything but teams specifically designed going around her. With that said, I don't particularly really want to see another nerf, but I do want to see a counter, and I'm hoping Riddler works. I'm still unsure if he's going to be a solid counter yet, but I just don't know how they're going to counter her without making it so that all Mystics are dead meat to whatever her counter is. Because the only counter I can think of, is a character to start with True Sight that can do a ton of damage. I don't know what else they could do.
Yeah, I don't know, Enrage Immunity or True Sight, either one would work. I think...
Well, the Enrage Immunity won't help. I mean, it won't counter Wonder Girl. It will counter Harley Quinn, but...
Yeah, so all you have to do is just purge Harley Quinn and then go for Wonder Girl, but, I mean, that's just two sides of the same problem, right? You got to deal with the taunter or go around the taunter. It's either or.
I really wish Batman World's Greatest Detective had speed that was 1 point faster than Wonder Girl. See, the problem is Wonder Girl's a little too fast. Wonder Girl should be a little slower, and World's Greatest Detective should be slightly faster, and then you would kind of have a good blend.
Yeah, good balance.
Well, so now that we're talking about World's Greatest Detective anyway, let's go ahead and just talk about the reworks.
Rework it, girl. Rework.
I know you were kind of trying to play with his kit. You and M4 were... Oh, and then Alexi, too. What are your thoughts on World's Greatest Detective so far? How's his new kit?
I like his kit, and I think when I face non-Wonder Girl teams where I don't have to bring 2 other physicals, he's pretty good. He's fun. He's got a very interesting kit. He's a little squishy for me. I'm not thrilled with how squishy he is because he does seem to die. He's hard to keep alive. But overall, I think he's a pretty good rework. His leadership, I think his leadership might be bugged where it doesn't seem to proc as often as you would like it to. I've had a couple matches where it procs a lot and then it's really awesome, but I can't get it. I don't know. I'm struggling to find a good team for him. And by the next podcast, I'll have had a chance to play with him a lot more. Over the past weekend, as you two know, but we adopted a new puppy, and dear Lord, that has consumed so much of my time. I didn't even finish my legendary missions today. That's the first time in forever.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I know, it's not like me. So I haven't got to have quality playtime because it seems like I'll start a match and then I'm chasing after the dog eating something it shouldn't be. And so I haven't got to play quite as much. But I mean, I have played a decent amount, but I do like the character. I really, really like the addition to adding the True Sight to your team. But my only complaint about that is that it's nice. He adds the additional 2 affinities ups in the True Sight, but now you've just added 3 more buffs, and quite often that means the death of all your characters.
My thoughts from playing with the Greatest Detective is that like you said, he's a little bit slower. So all the meta characters like Wonder Girl and Harley, and everyone that really matters that you're trying to counter, is going to move faster than you. So by the time you get around to giving everyone True Sight, everyone's already dead, so it won't matter.
Aw.
Yeah. Have you got to play with him at all, Renee?
No, I haven't even tried. I'm a bad person. Sorry.
For legendary orders, what I'm leaning towards is 3-2-1-5-4 is my early thoughts on that. I don't see that changing too much. What about you, Kage? I'm sorry, 3-1-2. 3-1-2-5-4.
Really?
Well, now I'm all confused.
I would actually go 2-3-1-5-4. And the reason being is because I think the resetting the cooldowns of all your moves matters more, so you can move them more often, and then being able to give your team turn meter more often is pretty important. That's really what you're bringing him in for. He doesn't have any passive abilities, just a leadership, so if you're going to bring him onto the team, you might as well make some use out of him. The 1 is pretty important for the extra buff purging, but you already have Wonder Girl, so...
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I probably would go 2 now that you made a good case.
Yeah, and you already have Wonder Girl. No one's running buffs right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's kind of redundant. So, yeah, 2-3-1-5-4. His leadership is kind of It's double gated. That's the problem. When I read it on paper, I thought, oh, sweet, I can tackle someone with DOJ, get awareness, spread that awareness, boom, boom, boom. Now my team's tanky. Goodbye, Wonder Girl. But that didn't really pan out.
Well, you got to be damaging an enemy, and so that's what I was trying to do. Trying to do a team that was taking tons of turns. There's some other teams I'm going to experiment with. Actually, a Kid Flash team that I'm going to experiment with that might work a little better. So I got a few ideas. High speed, high turn, take extra turns, fast turns, and then stack up awareness. But once again, got to be able to deal with Wonder Girl because you don't want to gain 2 affinity power ups every time you damage an enemy.
The thing about this Batman is that because he doesn't have any passive abilities, he can't really play into anyone else's passives, and then you have to run him as leader, and his leader's kind of meh. And yeah, I don't know. He fits in every comp, but he doesn't fit into every comp. It's really weird.
I think he'll have a place though. I do like his kit. I like what he brings to the table. Yeah, I think you are right. I think I would go 2 before 3. That's a good point. I like 3 is really good. And there's times where I'll use 3 before I use something else because I want someone to take an extra turn. So I'm kind of torn between the 2 of them. If you had to choose between the 2, I think it would be situational. So 2 or 3 would be first, and then.
Yeah. Is he faster than anyone that he can grant speed for it to actually matter? Because I mean, Red Robin is
characters like
faster than
Grundy and really slow characters, but
yeah. I mean, because Red Robin, he can just speed up someone, and that's great. But anyway, but yeah, 2, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4 is the order. How about Poison Ivy? Have you gotten a chance to play with her rework?
I have started messing with her. I really like her rework because she didn't get a whole lot, but what she got was awesome. The applying 4 bleeds on her passive ability is amazing, and I think makes bleed teams really awesome. I've started messing around with her some. Once again, because she adds so many buffs to the team, you have to be really careful. But her one thing I do like is her basic. I don't know if they've increased the damage, but it feels like it because it seems like it does so much more damage now. I've killed Wonder Girl with 2/3 of her life with the basic ability. And I don't remember her doing that much damage before. Maybe I took her to level 80 and I hadn't used her since she was 70, so I'm not sure. Maybe that has a lot to do with it, but I've been pretty impressed because I liked her before, but now I feel like she's a lot more viable than she was because of those bleeds.
Yeah, I think that passive made all the difference. I think though that having her stun passively would have been more fitting, but I mean, whatever. It's also if Wonder Girl uses that AoE lasso, you think twice. You're like, do I want to use my lasso? Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna get stunned, and then Wonder Girl stunned, and then you pretty much ride out the match, right?
Well, problem is that when she does it as a passive, she doesn't get stunned, or she doesn't get bleeds or anything.
Right. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, her kit looks really interesting. I think the call assist on her taunt is actually pretty cool too.
Yeah, that was awesome. Have you got to play with her at all, Renee?
No, but I'm trying to level her up right now. I think she's at maybe a 56, but if I put her with my level 70 team, she's really not going to do very much, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting until I level her up first before I start messing with her.
What are you thinking on Legendary Order, Kage?
Probably not much has changed, really. I'm kind of having a hard time because she is an L5 contender.
She really is. I'd probably go with. I know a lot of people used to argue with me about her 1 being last. I still kind of believe in the 1 being last. If you're using her to get a taunt, her 2 is really good. But I think if I really had to choose on anything, and she's really tough. Like, this is one of the hardest Legendary Orders for me to come up with. But I think I would go 4, 5. Actually, it might be 2. 2, 4, 5, 3, 1. I think it's probably what I'd go.
Yeah, if you're gonna use her more support, I would go that route. I think
she's not fast enough to be non-support, though, in my opinion.
Does the speed up make that much of a difference for her?
Not really. You're not even going to cast her basic until towards the end of the match.
Right. Because I was thinking you could, call assist her, make her cast her basic, and that's pretty RNG. But if you theoretically call assist her, use her basic, get her to speed up a bit, and then start using her buff copying abilities, I think you could be onto something there.
Yeah, I mean, that has worked, and I know Doombox was. I think it was Doombox, most likely, because we always argue about Legendary Orders. He he makes a big case for 1 being very early, and I think it's kind of preference on how you play with her. Because if you, like you said, if you do use a call assist team, gaining all the speed ups, she's suddenly a much faster, more viable character. But
yeah.
I don't play very many call assist characters at the moment, except for Constantine. But if you're doing a bleed team with Constantine, you might want to consider it because he does call assist a ton. So,
yeah, I think if you use him with Constantine and other bleeders, I think in a bleed comp sheet would be pretty cool because you can do 1 for the speed up and then 2 for the call assist. So then her and Constantine be throwing the taunt onto Lobo or Grundy or whoever, someone to soak up the damage, and then call their assist. Spread bleeds or damage. So you go 1, 2, and then 4, 3, or 4. 5,
you'd have to go 5 early if you want the bleeds. If you want to do the bleed energy.
Yeah, that's really hard. I don't know.
Yeah, this is one of the toughest Legendary Orders. I almost need to play with her more just to be able to give a better recommendation. But I think in
1, 2, 3, 4,
comps you're gonna ditch one unless you're planning on playing a call assist team. But I think it's one of those things. Look at your team and look how you play and what is needed most, and then kind of go from there. This is one of those ones. I'm going to put an asterisk. There is no perfect order for her. It's kind of how you play. I got Larfleeze to Legendary 5 and started playing with him. He's a
Dang.
monster. I love Larfleeze.
Mine.
Yeah, he's a really fun character. I just wish his basic was can't miss. If he had his can't miss basics, he would be the solution.
Man, he would be the most broken character ever. Everyone would be calling for a nerf. Come on.
Yeah, you got a point. But still. I just got an idea for a team with him. I guess run some hit chance up teams. Maybe get my Dr. Fate team back going.
Oh, you know what? You can do like Dr. Fate, do his casting his shield, and then steal all his buffs and hit chance. And
now I have a
nuke
ton of buffs,
Harley.
so I can get nuked instantaneously. That stupid lasso kills him in one hit. He's too squishy. I'm starting to have a problem with Wonder Girl. If you haven't noticed, she's starting to annoy me because every team I come up with, I'm like, well, they'll be dead in 30 seconds.
Are you okay, man? Do you need some help?
I'm just tired of running Red Robin on every team I play because he's really the only character that has a counter to her right now.
And just watch as your Red Robin get in range and he charges toward Harley and gets nuked.
That happens probably 40% of my matches. In fact, one day, I wish I would have recorded it. I had one day where I played 4 matches in a row, and either Hired Gun Deadshot or Red Robin got enraged, and my whole team got nuked.
That sucks.
It made me so mad. Riddler better come through. But the only thing is he can get a rage too, so I'm like, you're right, we need a true
He's
spec
kind of
person.
creepy looking.
Yeah, his I like his Street Brawler. I kind of wish I could keep that costume just to annoy people.
Yeah,
Okay.
why can't we switch costumes? That would be awesome.
We Ogre actually, when he visited San Francisco, found out that there is the way the original game engine's designed is you can't toggle costumes. That's why there's no cosmetic rewards.
Oh, shucks.
If
It's
that's
like
if that's the case, how did they modify Wonder Woman Coda's avatar, or how did they modify Gorilla Grodd's avatar? Because those were the two ones that changed. Oh, and Superman too. Those guys changed their looks from the old game.
Well, they can change them, but it's like a permanent. You can't toggle back and forth type of thing. It's
Oh.
an entirely different character, basically. I don't know the way he explained it to me. That it's a very big technical hurdle, and basically we could choose between getting costumes that could change or new content for the game. And so,
Yeah. Well, we will see if we get new content. I'm kind of skeptical.
well, we just had Siege. I mean, that was almost new content.
Almost, but
Kind of. I mean,
we're waiting.
it was good.
We're waiting on new Alliance stuff or something.
Yeah,
Right.
PvE, the Alliance stuff. That's the other thing. I have to say, I've been struggling, and my Alliance points have been down. Lately, because doing the PvE days have been painful lately.
Why?
It's boring.
Drags. Yeah.
And then I get I've been busy lately where I can't just sometimes when I'm at work, I'll just put it on my phone and just kind of in the background tap it over and over and over. But come on, there's got to be something better we can do that's more fun and less mind-numbing.
Yeah.
Or let me Speed Force it if I have the characters. I can just slot them in and then hit Speed Force.
I got in an argument with Ogre last night, and I was like, man, we need new content. He's like, we do get new content every month, man. I'm like, what, a hero challenge where I can just press auto and go? Anyway.
Yeah, challenging
so,
content would be nice. I mean, they've done better. I mean, honestly, the last couple months have been pretty darn good. I mean, I loved Siege.
Right.
I mean, there was a few things that changed, but overall, the event was fantastic. The new, they're not quite tailored to level 80 L5s, so I can still auto through everything, which is kind of frustrating. But the majority of the population is able to do it, so I just hope that there's something eventually that has ultra hard mode for the top tier rosters.
Right.
Just have something a little more challenging, but overall I can't really complain, and I don't want too much more to do. Right now I've struggled with keeping up with what I got, so I don't want too much more to do.
Yeah. I think now that we're on this subject, I think the whole Gem Blitzes thing is a really nice break away from main PvP, where maybe Wonder Girl isn't the star of the show, right? So you can actually run teams that your dream comps that you have always wanted to run, like villains or heroes only or whatever, right?
Yeah, I was really happy to see. I was really happy to see that they didn't do Siege this month. I hope it's like alternating every other month or something like that, because I don't want to see it go away. I really want to see it come back, but I don't want to see it every month because it was a little like if they had just started a new Siege right now, it would be too much. I think everybody needs a break from it.
Yeah, I agree.
The last day I was like,
liked it, but not every month, yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone needed a breather. Everyone was celebrating at the end. It was a great pat on the back, like, yeah, I did it, cool.
Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about was the new summer games, which kind of ties into the whole Wonder Woman complaints. What I would like to see for summer games is it's something I started messing around with and I plan to do more on this weekend, is an anti-Wonder Girl team that is not Red Robin and ex-Red, character. A non-Red Robin anti-Wonder Girl team. I have to believe that exists. So if you can come up with something unique that can work pretty consistently against the Wonder Girl / Harley Quinn teams, I'd love to see it. And you will be our winner of our $10 gift card to either Google Play or iTunes.
You might want to bump it up to $20, hey, because whoever comes up with the comp, it's going to be get the golden ticket to Wonderland.
If it's that good, I may bump it up, but it's got to be worth it. I have a very expensive new dog, so.
That goes to doggy daycare.
Well, we're gonna see about that. Because doggy daycare is $30 a day, which is
it's the
insanely
same up
expensive.
here too.
So I'm working on trying to get them because I would like to take them every day because it's a block from my main office that I'm at usually, but I can't afford. I'm not paying $600 a month for a dog to go to daycare. So
no.
So we need to, if I buy a year's worth of visits or something, they need to cut me a major discount. So in the process of trying to work something out.
Nice.
All right. Is there anything you wanted to talk about, Renee?
Nope, I'm good.
Shout-outs to anyone? Or want to advertise anything?
No, I'm okay. If you have any dental questions, come ask me. There you go.
Dental questions, cool.
One thing I do want to mention is that we did hit our tier, which I've been told and realized that I set my tier a little low for building a website. The patrons for $50. We're also going to update some new patron rewards coming very, very soon. But we did hit the $50 tier, so instead of building a brand new website, there are some guys out there that already have a DCL website that's pretty awesome. So we've been in touch with them and are going to have them on the next podcast. And we are going to collaborate with them to bring you an awesome DCL website, a one-stop shop for everything. So we're real excited about that. And they've already got a great infrastructure started. So we're going to be bringing you all the content, legendary order guide, gear farming guides. We'll have links for all the stuff in the podcast. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Nice.
Are you going to buy them out and rebrand them, or are you just going to let them keep their domain name?
Well, I do own the We RRR Legends domain name. So, but no, that's okay. They can keep their own website, keep all the glory. We'll just.
You'll be nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so new website's coming soon, and new summer games. So.
New summer games, and also if you like to troll the in-game forums, Renee loves trolls, so.
No.
Defeat the trolls.
Go away. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for having me.
See you later.
All right. See you.
All right, bye.
Did you like the show? Consider becoming a patron. Go to patreon.com/We RRR Legends for more information.
Thanks for listening. You're not going to say anything?
We are legends.
Hey guys! guys, this is Ogre Barbarian. Thanks for listening to this episode of We Are Legends. Be sure to tune in next episode of the Osmond broadcast coming next week.